Welcome to TurboChef. I'm Chef Doug and it's pizza time. Are you looking to add pizza to your menu but don't have room for a traditional conveyor? Then the double batch could be the answer for you. I'm starting off today with a couple of par-baked bases rather than fresh dough. We will do fresh dough later on in the day, but I thought I'd start here. The base that we're using is an Italian stone-fired base from a company called Il Uno. So I just want to say a big thank you to Alon and the guys at 3 Keys Food for providing these bases to us. This is a 9-inch base that we're starting off with. I'm going to do a couple of traditional style pizzas first, so the sorts of things that you're used to seeing. So I'm going to do a pepperoni and I'm going to do a ham and artichoke. I'm going to cook one on a screen and one directly onto the rack so you can have a look at both options. Because it is a par-baked base, we don't have to go onto a tray if you don't want to. So I thought we would start there and go. So double decked oven. So both ovens at the moment, or both chambers at the moment, are operating at 260 degrees Celsius because we're trying to pump out as many pizzas as we can. So as always with the double batch, put your product in the oven, select your category, which is pizza, and this one is a par bake, and start cooking. This is 2.5 minutes I'm cooking these bases for. I can cook them faster, but I don't want to cook them faster. I want to make sure all the oils are coming out of the cheese. I want to make sure that I get that nice crunch and that nice crust on the pizza. I want this to be as nice as possible, and that takes time to develop those flavors, and that's what I want to do. So this is my ham and artichoke into the top chamber, straight onto the rack for this one, and also select my pizza and select par bake, and the program starts automatically. So I've now got 2 chambers running. The time and the temperature and the air setting on them is the same for both chambers. So the advantage of this is as a chamber becomes free, another product can go straight in so we can continue to cook back to back to back. Conveyors are fantastic for ongoing production, but when you don't have the room for a conveyor and you require a smaller footprint, then the double batch is a great option for you. Impinged air top and bottom in each of the chambers. Each of the chambers are working independently of each other, and the catalytic converter scrubbing the air path and reusing that refreshed hot air. So mechanical extraction is not required for these ovens. So as you can see visually, we've got a countdown timer on here. So it's telling me that it's a par bake. It's telling me that it's got 58 seconds remaining, and there is a graph on there showing me the cook as it's progressing. So I've got visual cues the whole way along so I know what's going on. I'm operating at the moment at 260 degrees Celsius. If I wanted to push the temperature of the oven up higher, I can to 285. Or if I'm baking and doing other things, I can lower the temperature of the chamber and run the 2 chambers independently of each other. So once these are coming out, we'll start plating them up and have a look at them, and then we'll talk about some of the options of some of the other toppings that we can have a look at. So my timer has finished. It's telling me to check the product and take it out, and I'm taking it out of my chamber. As you can see, beautiful crust. I'm just going to slide that off there. Slide that onto my board so you can have a look. Beautiful crust and crunch on the bottom of the pizza. Great color on the top of the pizza. Great crunch. I'm just going to take my other one out as well. And again, pardon my fingers. Ham and artichoke. Great ovens and great products to start with. TurboChef Double Batch.